Apologies for the buzzing noise in the main vlog. It was the air conditioning in my buddy's apartment. Please bear with it. I apologize sincerely. Thank you. Good evening all. I thought I would do a conclusion of the CIMA show. I've managed to upload daily for 28 days consecutively now, and I doubt I'll be able to continue daily uploads, considering I've just gone from Chongqing to Shenzhen to Hong Kong tonight. I thought I'd take this opportunity to thank everyone to watch the 3 vlogs that actually became quite popular for the Chongqing International Bike Show, CIMA. I'll do a very short conclusion of the CIMA show. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that actually watched all 3 or even watched 1 or 2. I'm very grateful for any views. My channel is all about life in China. I live 50-50 China and London, and when I am in China, I cover cost of living, life, safety, and I do a lot of vlogs on China EV cars also. But with all that said, the show was, in my personal opinion, was a really good show. But for the public, maybe it wasn't very interesting because there were a lot of parts and aftermarket sellers, helmets, panniers, handlebars, exhaust, clutch. They were all dealing with wholesalers. So I think I would say 1/3 of the show was actually taken up by all these sellers. And unfortunately for myself, I was very disappointed that I didn't see QJ Moto, CF Moto there. BMW wasn't there, Ducati wasn't there. 3 Japanese manufacturers wasn't there, Kawasaki, Yamaha and Suzuki. KTM wasn't there either. I don't know why that is. I never really got to the bottom of it. But the bikes that were there, I thoroughly enjoyed seeing them. They were some rather suspect build qualities. I totally agree with some people that say Chinese bikes are not very good quality. Some of them, smaller companies, are definitely not up to par yet, and they're still in the copying game. But for the big manufacturers like Vorge, ZX Moto, Cove, Bender, these 4 that really stood out for me, that their build quality was just as good as Japanese bikes. I have mentioned in the past that I've had 20 motorbikes previously, and I've had the more Japanese Harleys. I've never had a KTM, but I've had all the Japanese manufacturers. I've had Harleys, I've had 4 Ducatis, and I've also had 3 BMWs. Of course, you can't beat the quality of BMW or Honda. I don't think anybody can match that. Even, being said of Vogue and Bender, they are very, very good. And I personally own a Bender Napoleon 250 Bob. If anyone's interested, I uploaded a review back about 7 months ago. There was a lot of fun comments. I love you guys for commenting and liking, and some of them do put a smile on my face. A chap said they want a whole vlog dedicated on the girls. I don't think that's going to go down too well. But I will definitely be going back next year, and I hope to get actually a motor show in 2026 as well, and vlog that. If anyone's interested in the 2026 Chongqing CIMA, hit me up for some information. I can always point you in the right direction. It doesn't cost a fortune to get in. It's 50 RMB per day. So if you did want to do 4 days, and I did see on Chinese social media that they did say there's no point going on Monday because some of them were packing up. The smaller stores were packing up on Sunday afternoon as we were leaving. But I wouldn't go on a Friday again. There were just too many people. It was just completely mental. couldn't see anything. They were launching bikes left, right, and center. You couldn't even get into the stand on a Friday. Saturday was a lot better. It felt like a normal exhibition. It wasn't a stampede like Friday. Friday was a stampede. And I was guilty on Saturday. I went to get all the freebies. It was just bags and fridge magnet and stickers. Trinity managed to win a helmet, random, but she got a helmet. And what I really enjoyed was the test ride. But if you have an international license or a foreign license, you won't be able to test ride anything. You can sit on them at the stand, but you won't be able to test ride them on the outside test tracks. Because Trinity doesn't have a Chinese motorbike license. She has a British motorbike license, which they denied at the test track. But in all the stands, you're allowed to sit on any of the bikes, except obviously the bespoke bike stands that they didn't want you to sit on an £80,000 motorbike, which is understandable. Otherwise, I thoroughly enjoyed the show. Could they do anything better? I think they can't do anything better. It's not CIMA's fault that these manufacturers that I mentioned never turned up. They just didn't want to show at the show. But I found it very peculiar. As I said, QJ and CJ wasn't there. The facilities were really good. Another word of advice or warning: in Chongqing, the public lavatories do smell a bit. I find that most lavatories that I went to in Chongqing was very, very smelly, and I'm always honest with my views, especially at the show. Maybe it was hot or what have you. So bear in mind, don't judge it by that. Just go in and do what you need to do and leave and get out. There was free water everywhere. Literally, you walk in and you could grab 10 bottles of water if you wanted to, and there were water stands all along every hall, and some of the manufacturers actually handed out water anyway. So water wasn't an issue, food wasn't an issue, although lunchtime was absolutely mental. I wanted a McDonald's for my sins. Actually, I wanted Burger King first, but Burger King was packed. And McDonald's, you could order it on the app, and I still waited 25 minutes for a Big Mac and fries. So yes, it does get mental, considering they're catering for 60,000 people a day during the 4-day period. So that's nearly 200,000 people attending. The test tracks was excellent. It wasn't just jump on, jump off. They had decent obstacle course. The parades were really, really awesome. The guys doing the wheelies, one of them flipped the bike. I couldn't get the footage. That was quite entertaining. He was okay. And a few of the guys doing the corner with their knee down didn't make it. I showed it on yesterday's vlog. The stunt show was good, but I've seen better, considering the Chinese have only been doing the stunt competitions for the last 3-4 years. Seriously, I know it said the 10th stunt competition, 10th annual one, but I think the serious guys was only in the last 3 years that they are actually decent stunt riders. I didn't see one person do a backward wheelie. I mean, sitting on a bike backwards doing a wheelie, which is quite common these days. But the rolling burnouts, the wheelies, the stoppies were very, very good. But it was packed. It was the second day I was there, we managed to see a lot of stunts bikes, but on the third day of the finals, I couldn't get nowhere near it. So I was just filming back of heads. And if I did, a viewer mentioned that I was filming a lot of back of heads, but that was on the first day. So on the second and the third day, it was a lot more clearer. All my bikes that I was trying to show you guys was a lot clearer. I don't want to be too long-winded with this vlog. It's always good that I get over 1,000 views on any of my vlogs. But the first day vlog has reached over 20,000 views, which I'm very happy about. and on second and the third day views is reaching past 2,000 views. For me personally, all my vlogs are 200 up to 700-800 views, although the vlog that I reviewed, my Bender Napoleon 250, reached 26,000. So yeah, it's up and down on my vlogs, but these daily vlogs will be coming to an end very soon, as I unfortunately have to head back to the UK, and but I will leave it there. I'm gonna do a conclusion of the Chongqing visit, and I'll keep the two vlogs separate rather than cram it into one. So this is all about CIMA, and my next one will be visiting Chongqing itself. Chongqing is an amazing city. It's mind-blowing, but that will be on my next vlog. I'm currently sitting in my buddy's house in Hong Kong, not knowing if I'm flying tomorrow because there's a super typhoon, which is a tropical storm. If people don't know what typhoon is, it's bigger than Katrina. It's about to hit Hong Kong 2 p.m. tomorrow, and I'm due to fly out at 11. So if the storm picks up speed, it's going to be hit or miss, and you're going to hear a lot of me ranting for the next few vlogs. But thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, consider subscribing, comment, like and share. And just to end the vlog, I will put a few of the bike girls up just to please the people that actually wanted a whole vlog on bike girls. Which anyway, thank you very much. And if you're new to the channel, I have got over 80 vlogs out documenting life in China,